The FOMO for Spider-Man 2 is officially kicking in and it is hitting hard. Mostly because as of today, most media outlets and journalists and stuff have gotten their copy of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And along with that, there's a bunch of other things that we need to talk about that I have just let slip under the rug for a little bit, let it build up, and now I'm compiling it all in one place. So without wasting too much of your time, let's just jump in. And like I mentioned, people are playing the game as we speak, getting their thoughts on the story, the gameplay, recording stuff that you'll probably get to watch when the embargo lifts on Monday, October 16th. So if you are worried about it, now it's getting about that time that you need to start thinking about maybe dodging spoilers if at all possible. If you're scrolling through Twitter, mute keywords, mute anything you can think of: Spider-Man, Miles, Peter, Venom, symbiote, whatever you got. Especially because rumor has it that there was a leak of the entire trophy list, and apparently it has some pretty big spoilers on there. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about what those trophies consisted of here or show them at all, but if you want to, you can find it, I assure you. But along with the full trophy list coming out, right before that, Insomniac released a couple of little trophies that we can collect along our way trying to platinum the game, if that's something you want to do. And I'm not going to go over all of them, but one of them that stuck out to me here was gliding with the wingsuit from the financial district all the way to Astoria. And listen, I've never been to New York, so I have absolutely no idea how far those two places are from each other, but I imagine they're somewhat far. And I assume it's going to be a bit more complicated than just like jumping off of a super tall building and trying to glide all the way there. I'm sure you'll have to use the new wind tunnels that they've introduced and everything like that. Oh, and also, you remember Howard from the first game where we had to catch all his pigeons for him? He's back and he needs some more help. I don't know with what, but there's a trophy for it.
Okay, Howard, I told them, can you let my family go, please?
But let's travel back a little bit to the topic of leaks, because a big CGI trailer was leaked out of, I believe, Brazil, focusing on Miles and Peter fighting Venom. And apparently a lot of YouTubers have tried to show it and had their videos taken down or flagged and stuff like that. I won't be showing it here, but again, you can find it very easily if you really want to watch it. Right now, there's no HD version of it. It's very low quality and it's not in English, but translated, I believe it says something like, "This is my power, my responsibility, I am Spider-Man." And oh my God, that... oh, it's so good, so good. They seem to be keeping on theme with dropping some sort of cool CGI type trailer right before the launch of every one of their games. And still to this day, I don't think they've topped the PS4 one yet, but who knows, whenever they release the full version of this one that leaked, maybe it will be better. As of today, Insomniac released the entire list of the accessibility features that are going to be in the game at launch and stuff that they plan to implement after launch. And again, it's a really long list. I'm not going to go over every single one, but one section I really want to talk about is something called swing assists, and mainly just one point within the swing assists section, which is steering assistance, where they say higher values allow for easier web swinging, while lower values reduce the amount of resistance and cause physics to have a greater effect on web lines while swinging. Now, if you understand the web swinging within these games, you'll know that it's a lot more animation based with a little hint of physics in there. Like, the physics of it all aren't super in-depth, like the pendulum physics don't work exactly how it would in real life with like how fast you're going when you dive bomb in the first game and whatnot. But it sounds like for people who want something like that, we're gonna be able to change that, which is absolutely insane. For me, myself, I'm definitely going to be turning it down and at least trying it out, because I've wanted to see what this world would be like with a little bit more physics-based web swinging. Another accessibility feature I want to talk about real quick, they mentioned it a while ago, but how you can change the game speed, and they showed it here in the menus. It looks like we have 3 different speed options. Well, technically 4 if you count 100%, but you have 100%, 70%, 50%, and 30%. It says it doesn't turn down the speed of the audio depending on whatever speed you're playing at, and whenever you enter a cutscene, it's going to move everything back up to 100%. I think this is cool. I can't wait to get some cool looking slow-mo shots sometimes whenever you're, you know, swinging around doing something cool. It'll probably make it a lot easier if you want to do some cool photo mode shots, maybe. Can't wait to see what people do with this.
You're a fucking disappointment.
And now we get to probably the best part of everything that has come out recently. With all the journalists and everything getting their copy of the game early for reviews and stuff, multiple people actually posted the starting screen for the game. And if you somehow haven't seen it yet, I will let you know if you care about this kind of thing. I am about to show it on screen. If you don't want to see it, you want to click away now, I don't blame you. Go ahead. But bam! There it is. And I think it looks really cool. I am very curious though if this is always going to be the starting screen. We know from the past games that they've had some really cool ones, Peter hanging off the side of a damn skyscraper and Miles riding the subway, which is also pretty neat and unique. I just can't imagine this starting screen still fitting by the time that we finish the story mode. So my running theory is that this is going to be something like The Last of Us Part 2, where when you first load up that game or you start a new game even after you've already beat it, your starting screen is dark, foggy, with a boat just sitting out there in the water by itself. And don't worry, no spoilers here for The Last of Us Part 2, anything that happens in the story mode, just starting screen stuff. But when you beat the game, you are presented with this bright and shiny new beach with the boat over on the beach, and it looks all nice and pretty, yay! I can't really imagine what it would change to right now after looking at Harry just staring in this vat of symbiote goo. Maybe a heroic shot of both Peter and Miles swinging around. I don't know. I would love to see it though. Either the starting screen is going to change based off of the beginning and the end of the story, or the starting screen will dynamically change depending on where you are in the story, which is also something I think would be really cool. And some people in different regions are even getting different angles of the starting screen for some reason. Especially because I'm imagining with this starting screen where you're sitting with Harry, as soon as you press X to start, a cutscene is immediately going to start because the PlayStation 5 can load things so damn fast, and you're going to be looking at Harry trying to figure out how he can use the symbiote to help himself. Alright, that's enough of my rambling for one video. Thank you guys for watching and listening if you made it all the way to the end, but if you enjoyed my rambling, hit the like button. Why not? It's right there in front of you. You might as well, right? I have a little surprise for you guys. I'm gonna be streaming my replays of both Spider-Man Remastered and Miles Morales leading up to Spider-Man 2. I'm also probably gonna be platinuming the first Spider-Man game because I still haven't done that. Yikes. But I hope you guys had or have a great day, and I guess that's it.